So we already know Microsoft is serious about their xCloud streaming platform. However, they've actually upshifted, laid down the skinny pedal to the floor, and hit the nitrous button as well. Paul Walker would be proud, God rest his soul. We're going to cover the upcoming changes coming to the streaming platform in a couple of weeks here and see if it's actually going to be worth the wait. Let's get it. Alrighty guys, share my screen. I have an article pulled up that will be cited or sourced down there in the description below, as I do anytime I cover any news in the gaming community or industry. So, Microsoft is making some significant upgrades to its xCloud Gaming, or xCloud service, in the next few weeks. The xCloud streaming service will be moving to Xbox Series X hardware on the server side. So not on your end, not saying you need a Series S or X, but on their servers, they're going to be running Series X-like performance. So whether you're on an iPhone or an old family Dell computer in the basement, as long as you have a strong enough internet connection, obviously you're leveraging the power of their server to do your streaming, bringing dramatic improvements to load times and frame rates due to the new SSD and that lightning fast APU combination. Microsoft is also moving xCloud on the web out of beta, which is good news for owners of Apple devices. So iPhones, iPads, and then most likely also iPod Touches, basically anything that has a strong enough internet connection and can run the xCloud application. So xCloud launched in September, powered by Xbox One S, not Series S, a One S server blades. The load times have been one of the troubling aspects of using Xbox game streaming, and this upgrade will dramatically reduce the wait time of launching games. That is always welcome, because I can tell you, that is one of the biggest factors for me jumping from the old generation consoles, the 8th generation, to the 9th generation. Having a Series S and a PlayStation 5 is the load times. I mean, yeah, the new graphical fidelity is great, the DualSense controller is fantastic, but the load times is something that you notice instantaneously, because the load times are instantaneous. Players will also be able to access Xbox Series X and S optimized games, so games that can hit that 60 or 120 frame rate, supporting things like HDR and ray tracing. And as you see right here, this gentleman is using a iPhone 10 or 10R. It looks like an iPhone. That's the important takeaway here. With a Microsoft Elite controller and a little Xbox Game Pass clip or adapter. You can get these on Amazon. I'll have one linked in the description below. It is a pretty cool way to play games, especially because a lot of the games that are on the xCloud platform do not support touch controls, because they couldn't program them in effectively, or the game would just run like ass if you're using touch controls, because obviously that is a pretty difficult way to play mobile games with the touchscreen. So a lot of people will just Bluetooth the controller. You do not need a clip like this. You can actually prop your phone up with like a pop socket or a couple of books or something, and just Bluetooth connect a controller. That works too. Alongside the server upgrades, Microsoft is also launching xCloud Gaming through the browser for all Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members in the next few weeks. Yet another reason to have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I made a video a couple of weeks back. It was actually received incredibly well in the gaming community and whatnot. That will be linked in the description below, where I go over basically a full walkthrough, tutorial, a tour of what is offered for the price, what packages are available for Game Pass, Standard and Ultimate, and is it actually worth the price of $15 a month? Spoiler alert, hell yes it is. The service is currently in an invite-only beta mode, but the expansion will make it available for all Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members to access xCloud streaming on iPhones, iPads, or any other compatible device that runs Chrome, Edge, or Safari. So currently, xCloud is runnable on Android devices and PCs. But in the near future, iPhones and all Apple devices are going to be unlocked, as well as more PCs are going to be able to run this, as long as they run one of these three supported browsers here, Chrome, Edge, or Safari, which I do strongly recommend Chrome. Firefox was a dank banger for a while, as the kids say, but in my opinion, Chrome has been my daily, my DD, not my designated driver, but my daily driver for quite some time. Edge, the new Edge, is way better than the original Edge, but it's still not, in my book, I don't like it that much. And then Safari, obviously, that is the default for Apple devices. However, you can, of course, go into your iPhone settings and change your default browser. I have set mine to Chrome. Microsoft is also expanding cloud gaming to Australia, Brazil, Mexico, and Japan later this year, and hinting at plans for new Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. We need to innovate to bring our games and services to more people around the world, Liz Hamron says. We're investigating how to introduce new subscription offerings for Xbox Game Pass, putting money in our pockets and chubs in our fans' pants. Head of Gaming Experiences and Platforms at Microsoft. So Liz is a bigwig, top brass over there. She gets the job done, boys. So it looks like there's going to be new Xbox Game Pass subscription options. Currently, we have Basic at $10, which either gives you console only or PC only access. If you get Game Pass Ultimate, it adds a couple of things. You get EA Play, which is Electronic Arts Library. You get access to xCloud as of now. And then you also get Xbox Live Gold, which comes with all of its perks as well, including online access to their servers, 3 free games a month, and a bunch of other things, 20% off games that are not on Game Pass, a bunch of other things. It's easy to imagine a future where Microsoft offers a separate Game Pass tier that only provides access to xCloud Gaming. So they might have a completely different option separate from Game Pass Ultimate, specifically for cloud gamers. So something to keep in mind. Or they might have like a Game Pass Ultimate Deluxe or Ultimate Tomahawk Fire Breather or whatever they want to call their package. It'll probably be like 17 or 18 bucks a month. Still a better value than something like Netflix though. Microsoft is also announcing plans for an Xbox TV app and its own streaming stick today. So something like a Amazon Fire Stick, alongside the ability to access and use xCloud on Xbox consoles later this year, because their streaming service xCloud is not playable on the consoles. Like I said, it's for Android devices and PCs, but it's about to be coming to way more PCs that have support for these 3 browsers, as well as iDevices, which there's a lot of iPhone users out there that probably also are avid Xbox fans as well. Even though I use the analogy all the time that Sony is like Apple and Microsoft is more like Android. That is not taking shots at any of these companies whatsoever. It's just, I've made an entire video about how Apple and Sony are almost identical with their business models and how they try and monetize people. But I do think an Xbox TV app would be really cool, because that's starting to step on the heels or the toes or the tuchus or the rump, or it's stepping on some body part, starting to step on the toes or heels of things like Google Stadia, Amazon Luna, or Nvidia GeForce Experience Now, which are pretty much the 3 top dogs when it comes to cloud streaming. So Xbox is definitely going to be dropping uppercuts on nutsacks in the near future. It's not really dropping if it's an uppercut. They're going to be breaking ceilings when it comes to cloud gaming, I guess you could say would be more accurate. The all-new 21 iPad Pro has Apple's latest M1 Pro. Wait, this is another article. I came in with a head of steam on that one, I'll tell you that. Well, that is going to do it, boys. If this article was informative or entertaining for you guys, a little combination of both, liking the video helps to get seen by more people, so this information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel from a limp, flaccid doozer to a big, thick, veiny, girthy rager, which is exactly what we're going for around here at Gamer Heaven. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.